Good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
So in a last previous lecture we learnt it about the logical questions as well as mathematical questions based upon the fluid statics. Okay, in the logical questions many questions we did and we solved the problems. Okay, most of the time in the examination, JEE mains and NEET examinations, they will ask both logical questions as well as mathematical questions. So in the previous lectures we learnt it very clearly about some of the logical questions and some of the mathematical questions very clear manner with the conceptual understanding. Okay, so today we are going to learn about the accelerating fluids. So that last class I said that we are going to learn the accelerated fluids. So today in this lecture we are going to start the accelerated fluids. Okay, can we start now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so accelerating fluids. So in this lecture we are going to learn about accelerated fluids. Okay, so in the accelerating fluids, see, if you take the container, okay, this container have the liquid, okay, whose density is rho. If this container is moved vertically upwards or vertically downwards and horizontally right side and horizontally left side, okay. So there are two types of accelerations are there. One is an vertical acceleration, another is an horizontal acceleration. Okay, first we are going to see what is the vertical acceleration, then we can go for the horizontal acceleration. So accelerating fluids, it is, so first one is vertical acceleration. Vertical acceleration of fluid. Okay, so that means if the container is moved with the a meter per second vertically upwards, then if you want to write the pressure here at the bottom of the container, we can know that P naught, that is the atmospheric pressure P naught, okay, plus rho H G. G is an G plus A, the effective gravity, G plus A, okay, meter per second square. So here P naught plus rho G, rho H G plus A. This is the effective acceleration. Yes or no? In the similar manner, if the container, see here, if the same container is having the density, same container is in density rho, if it is moving downwards with a acceleration, okay, with a acceleration, then the pressure at the bottom of the point we can able to write as an P naught plus rho H G minus A. This is an G minus A, effective gravity. Okay, so it is an G plus A. Are you getting my point? For example, freely fall. Okay, freely fall. So if the container is freely fall, what will happen? Okay, if the container is there here, so now this container having the liquid with the rho density, okay, and it is freely falling, that means it is moving downwards with the acceleration of G, that is acceleration of, it is equal to the acceleration of gravity. Okay, so with the G, then what will happen? At the point P, we can able to write at the point of the bottom P naught plus rho H into G minus G. So what will happen? P naught plus 0, it will become as an P naught only. That means whenever the container is freely fall, okay, the acceleration of the container is equal to acceleration of the gravity, then the pressure at the bottom point is an equal to the pressure of atmosphere. Understand? So many times I said that if you are able to take any, okay, for example, if you are taking a bag of 100 kgs and if you jump from the high altitude, that means if we are jumping from the any height of the building, so once we are freely fall, the pressure or the force existed by the bag is an 0, because bag is also falling with the g gravity, g acceleration, and a man is also falling with the same acceleration. When the two objects is falling with the same acceleration, then the pressure on one on the other is, or the force is on one on the other is 0. Yes or no? Many times, many problems we did in the were in kinematics. Yes or no? Okay. See, this is the condition. So these are all so accelerating fluids. So everywhere we are taking as an h height. This is an h height of the liquid column. So liquid is an h height. Everywhere we are taking as an h height. H height of the liquid. H height of the liquid. Understand? So this is the vertical acceleration. In the vertical acceleration, there is no the problems will not come. Okay, it is an very easy. So to solve the problems and everything, very easy concept. But many problems will come when the fluid is accelerating in a horizontal direction. Let we are going to be see the horizontal acceleration of the fluid. Okay, can you please make a note of it? Then we can go for the vertical horizontal acceleration. Okay. Okay. So let me see the horizontal acceleration. Horizontal acceleration of fluid. Okay. In the horizontal direction, what will happen? For example, consider if this is the container. Okay. This container having the liquid h height. Same container we are taking, and the density is rho, and its height is h height. Okay, let it be, this height is an h height. Now what will happen if this container is move with an a acceleration? Okay, move with the a acceleration horizontally, that means towards to the right side. Then what will happen? Okay, so what will happen now? So once it is accelerating with the a meter per second square, what will happen? We know the height of the liquid column from the left side will going to be increases. So like this. See here, it will going to be increase like this. Yes or no? Because the left hand side, what will happen? The pseudo force will going to be act. Yes or no? Pseudo force will going to be act. Due to the pseudo force, what will happen? The shape of the water in the container will comes in the inclined plane. Understand? So now what is this value of theta? We can able to find very easily. Many times it is depends upon the theta value. Many problems will going to ask depends on theta value. Are you getting my point? So here theta is, see here, so this is the liquid column. Okay, this is the surface of the liquid. Now if you take any one of the particle onto the surface of the liquid, then what will happen? It will comes to, see here, this is an dmg. Okay, and in this direction we will act dma if you take as a small particle onto the surface of a liquid. Okay, the concept is, what is the concept here? The concept is, see here, any particle along the surface of the liquid, the net force should be 0, because if the net force is not going to be 0, what will happen? This liquid is going to be moved. Yes or no? Now if it comes to the equilibrium position in this direction, then what will happen? All the particles on the surface of the liquid, the net force onto the all the particles should be 0. Are you getting my point? See, let me see here now. So if this angle is an theta, okay, then this angle also is a theta. This is an theta. This is an 90 plus theta. Are you getting my point? Yes or no? So now what we are going to do? So now the effective mg will going to be act in this direction. So it is a perpendicular to the surface of the liquid. It is a perpendicular. Always the net force is act. Always the net force is act perpendicular to the surface. Yes or no? When we are writing here, is an, see here, P naught plus rho g h. For example, if the liquid is there it is in a rest position, it is not moving at all. Okay, and the height is an h height and density is an rho. Then if you want to write the pressure here, what we are going to write? We are going to take the G value perpendicular to the surface of the liquid. Yes or no? That we are going to write P naught plus rho G H. In a similar manner, we are going to write the equation here. The G effective, okay, G effective is an perpendicular to the net force, is always act to the perpendicular to the surface. How much value will come here, my dears? It will come as an root of G square plus A square. Yes or no? Now what we are going to try to solve here? We are going to try to, okay, solve the equation based upon the theta value. Yes or no? So how much the theta? We can able to find out very easily here. This is an theta. Yes or no? So here is an, see, dma cos theta is equal to dma sin theta, because along with the surface the net force should be an 0. Okay, the combination of dma plus dmg is equal to 0. Yes or no? So that's why both will going to be equal to each other. See here, dma cos theta is equal to dmg sin theta. Okay, from here sin theta by cos theta is equal to tan theta. Tan theta is equal to what will happen, my dears? A by g. So this is the equation in terms of theta. So if you want to theta, theta is equal to tan inverse of A by g. So this is the theta value. Are you getting? Are you understand?
Sir.
Everyone? So let it be. So this is the theta value. Theta is equal to tan inverse of A by g. Okay, we are going to continue. So please make a note of it. Okay, then we can continue our lesson. Okay, so now let me see. This is the container and it is moving with the A acceleration. Okay, now this is the condition of equilibrium of a liquid. Okay, now if you want to write the pressure at this point, okay, so this point will be an h height and this is the length is L length. Okay, this is the L length and height is h height from the vertical direction and L length is from the horizontal direction. So point A. So if you want to write the pressure for the point A, options are given: A, P naught plus rho G H, B, P naught plus rho H root of G square plus A square. Okay, C, P naught plus rho LA. Okay, then option D, P naught plus rho L into root of G square plus A square. Can you please solve the problems and tell me the answer? Which is the correct option? Make it fast. Are you doing? Yeah. So just see, this is the point P from the H height and horizontally it is an L length. Okay. Can you please solve the problems and say the pressure at this point A? Got it? So do it fast. Let me see. Okay. Solve it. Are you doing? Okay. Okay. What is the answer?
A.
A. Okay. Who will say B? B. Okay. Good. 2. Okay. C.
C.
C 5 members. Okay. D. 3 members. Okay. We can solve the problems. Let me see what are the correct option. So some of you say the answer A, some of you say B, C, D, but you give the judgment for all the options. Okay. Let me see. Okay. See here. Simple. So if it is on G, see here, consider this is the point, right? It is an H height and it is an L length. This is a L length and it is an H height. This is the point. Okay, point A. So on this point A we have to write. Are you getting my point? Yes or no? Now, so this is the effective height, that is an H dash, and this is an root of G square plus A square. Yes, so because of this is an G and it is an A, and this angle is an, let's consider as an theta. Got it? Understand everyone? Okay. Now see here, in this point pressure P naught, so PA, at a point PA the pressure is an P naught plus rho, see here, rho, this is an root of G square plus A square, effective gravity. Okay, so rho root of G square plus A square into H dash. So because the length is an, this is the length, not a H, not a L, this is the effective length H dash. So this is an actual equation. Are you getting my point? This is an actual equations what we are going to be write up from the conceptual understanding. Got it? So but the options are not given in a form of H dash. The options are given in the form of H, L, yes or no, H, L, in form of H and L is given. So what we have to do, instead of H dash we have to write in the terms of H or L. So okay, so H dash is equal to, in terms of H, see here, if it is on theta, this is on 90 minus theta, then this is on theta. If it is on theta, this is also a theta. Are you getting my point? So now H cos theta is equal to H dash, that means H cos theta is equal to H dash. In terms of L, L is an, that is equal to L sin theta. See here, L cos theta, this is an L sin theta. Are you getting my point? So H cos theta is equal to H dash, that is equal to L sin theta. So H dash in terms of L, L sin theta, in terms of H, H cos theta. So we have to substitute H dash value in terms of H and H dash. Then what will happen? See here, first in terms of H, PA is equal to P naught plus rho root of G square plus A square into H cos theta. H cos theta. Are you getting my point? H cos theta. Now what is the cos theta here? Cos theta is equal to adjacent, see here, cos theta is equal to adjacent upon hypotenuse. So adjacent is an H, see here. Now PA is equal to P naught plus rho root of G square plus A square into H into G by root of G square plus A square. So both will get cancelled. So what is the answer? PA is equal to P naught plus rho G H. In terms of L, my dears, so in terms of L, PA is equal to P naught rho root of G square plus A square L sin theta. Okay, that is equal to P naught plus root of G square plus A square into L A by root of G square plus A square, because sin theta is equal to opposite upon hypotenuse. Okay, so opposite upon hypotenuse. Are you getting my point? So G square get cancelled. What is the answer will come? P naught plus rho L A. So this is an PA. So what is the answers now? In terms of P and in terms of H. See here, what is the correct answers? A and C both are the correct answers. By this equation, solving of the equations, what is the conceptual understanding here is, see, if you want to write the pressure vertically downwards, then we can write P naught plus rho G H downwards. If you want to write horizontally, then we have to take horizontal direction along with the acceleration, pseudo acceleration. Yes sir? See here is an rho G H vertical height with the vertical acceleration. If you want to write horizontally, then it is an horizontal length with the horizontal acceleration. vertical acceleration, vertical length, horizontal acceleration, horizontal. So if you want to write vertically, we have to go for the vertical length and acceleration. If you want to go for the horizontal, then we can able to write easily horizontal length and horizontal acceleration. Got it? That is a conceptual understanding. Got it? So please make a note of it. Hope you understand. Make a note of it. We can go further. Okay? See here. So if we give the container which is moving in a inclined plane, see here, inclined plane with an acceleration a meter per second square. The angle is an theta. Inclined plane angle is theta. Got it? So if you ask like this, then also we can able to find out. He will going to ask what is the, here is the alpha value. So he will going to ask what is the alpha value. So we can able to find out very easily. So here, so first what we have to do, we will going to do here, the theta value we can take in the form of, you know, the theta inclined plane is there, right? Okay. So this theta value we are going to be take as an component very easily, then we can solve the problem. See here, so instead of inclined we can make it as straight only like this, the container. So now we have to find out this alpha value. Yes or no? Because we already going to writing down here is, it is an g sin theta, this is an a cos theta plus, sorry, g cos theta plus a. So g value we are going to take as an components, g sin theta and g cos theta with the inclined plane, then we can able to solve easily the problem now. So simple. Still now see here, what is the answer here? What is the answer will come? G cos theta plus a into cos alpha is equal to g sin theta into sin alpha. Okay, are you getting my point? So now we can able to solve the equation as an alpha. So now tan alpha is equal to g cos theta plus a by g sin theta. This is the answer, alpha value. Are you getting my point? So this is the alpha. So here the conceptual understanding is, whenever the inclined plane is given, so what we have to do, first the g component we have to take as an two components, one is an horizontal component and vertical component with the inclination of the theta value. Got it? Then we can solve as our conceptual understanding what we are learned in previous problems. Yes or no? So very easy, my dears. So need not to be worried, it's very easy. Okay, next. For example, the question is given. See, this is the container is there. For this container, okay, so let it be, this container is an cube type of container. Okay, this is a cube whose length is, let it be consider 10 centimeters. Okay, otherwise 10 meters. 10 meters. Okay, cube. This is an cube, and this cube having the liquid density rho and moving with let it be consider with 10 meter per second square. It is moving with 10 meter per second square, and he will say that find the angle of inclination by the surface of the liquid. Okay, so answer is, my dears, it's very easy. Yes or no? So this is the final shape will come. So we have to find out the theta value here. Yes or no? We know very well to how to find out the theta value. Got it? Are you getting my point? So theta is equal to, my dears, tan theta. So can I able to write here? Tan theta is equal to a by g. That is equal to, a is how much, my dears? 10. G is equal to also 10. So tan theta is equal to 1. Theta is equal to 45 degrees. Got it? So theta is equal to 45 degrees. Okay, the same questions he will going to ask. How much water is spill out from the container container. How much water is spilled out from the container? Okay, we can able to see very easily. We can solve. First, we have to find out how much height it is, h, and we have to find out the theta value, because we already know that this length is an 10 meters. Okay, we have to find out the h value. Got it? Very easy. So tan theta is equal to, my dears, tan theta is equal to a by g, that is equal to 10 by 10, that is equal to 1. So 1 is equal to, tan theta is equal to opposite upon adjacent. Opposite is an h. H by adjacent is an 10. Got it? So h is equal to 10. I understand. H is equal to 10 meters. Now the volume of water spill out. How much volume of water will spill out? See here what we have to do. So total volume of this water. So that means area into height. Yes or no? Area is how much? Area is a triangle. So that is equal to, V is equal to volume half, base is how much? 10 into height is how much? Height h will come as an 10. Are you getting my point? Into volume. Volume is equal to half base into height into length. Length is how much, my dears? It is also a, how much is came? 10. Got it? So how much it is? V is equal to, so 2 1 ja, 2 5 ja, so 100 into 500. 500 meter per 500 meter cube. Got it? This is the volume of water will spill out from the tank, cube tank. Got it? Can you please make it note of it? Then we can go further. Okay. So now we will take the example problem. Okay. For example, it is asked in the previous IIT examination. So what he asked, I'll say you. See, this is an U shape of container. Okay. Here in this container there is an liquid. Okay. So this liquid length is an L length. This is also L and L. So now this container is moving with the acceleration of a meter per second square. Now what will happen? Once it is moving with a meter per second square, what will happen? The water in the left column, it will be, the height is increases, and in right column it is decreases, and left column it is increases. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now we have to find out how much height is increased. How much height is increased in the left column? That is a question. How much height of liquid is increased in left column? Okay, how much height is increased in a left column? See, so what is the final conditions? See, final condition is, let it be see here, I am going to draw the diagram here. So the final situation is, okay, this is the final situation. Let it, this height of liquid is increases. Consider this height is an h. Okay. Now this height is an, consider as an h dash. Okay, let it be h dash. Otherwise h1, h2, whatever it may be. Got it? So this is the length is L length. Understand? Now we have to find out the h value. Got it? So now simple. See here, what is the pressure here? Pressure here is an P naught. We can go for the basic conceptual understanding. Then I will going to tell you the short trick as well. Okay. So here is an P naught. What is the pressure at this point, my dears? P naught plus rho g h dash. Yes or no? What is the pressure here in this point? This point is an, we are coming to the horizontal distance L. Now it is an P naught plus rho g h dash. Yes or no? Rho g h dash plus rho L A. Are you getting my point?
Sir.
When we come to the here, Come to the point here. So it is an P naught plus rho g h dash plus rho L A minus, see, because we are going vertically upwards, so this total pressure will going to be decreases, yes or no? So it is an rho g h plus h dash. So this pressure is equal to atmospheric pressure again, yes or no? This total pressure is equal to the atmospheric pressure for this point, yes or no? So the same thing we are going to write. P naught is equal to P naught plus rho g h dash plus rho L A minus rho g h plus h minus rho g h dash, yes or no? So here P naught get cancelled. So rho g plus rho g h dash minus rho g h dash will get cancelled. So what is the remaining things here is, so rho L A is equal to rho g h, rho get cancelled. Now h is equal to L A by g. So this is the height. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand everyone clearly? Now what is that shorting? We know very well. This only the height, right? So height difference. Yes or no? See here. So we know that. So this theta, we know that tan theta is equal to, short trick is shortcut. Okay. So tan theta is equal to A by G. See here, opposite is an H. So H by L is equal to A by G. Now H is equal to LA by G. See, LA by G, LA by G. Okay, are you getting my point? But the basic concept is, this is the basic concept and conceptual understanding. So first we have to start from the point P naught. Okay, then we can go through it. Each and every point we have to write the pressure differences. Yes or no? So here is an P naught. Initially here or finally also P naught. So we start from here P naught. Then we can solve the problem very easily. Got it? So hope you understand to solve the problem in shortcut also as well as in the basic level also. Okay. So this shortcut is applied here. Okay. So very easily we can solve the U type of containers. Got it? Can you please make a note of it? We can go further. Okay. Now, so the question is given. If this is the container having the liquid, density is, let it be considered rho. Now what will happen? So for this container, if you make a rotate it, okay, what will happen? The shape of this liquid surface will come as an, okay, curved shape like this. Yes or no? It will come like this. Yes or no? Yes or no? So we make a rotate with an omega. Okay, angular velocity is omega. Now this total liquid will comes in this curve shape. So we have to write the equation of curve. Okay, so equation of curve. Equation of curve. Okay. So for this what we can do? So let it be. Now this is the final stage, final shape of the liquid. Now what we are going to do here is, we can take this origin as an 0, 0. Here is origin. From the origin x distance, okay, we can take the point P. So for this point P, see here, if you are draw the tangent at the point P, if you take a particle, so this particle, let it be considered this is an, from the origin, it is an x distance. How much my dear? X distance. Got it? So now here is an mg will going to act in this direction, the pseudo force will act, that is an omega square into x. Got it? So now along with this tangent, the total force will be an, the net force along with the surface of a liquid column is an 0. Yes or no? That's what we learned it from the conceptual understanding. Okay. So this is an omega square x cos theta is equal to g sin theta. Okay, so both the side mm will get cancelled, mg here m also will get cancelled. Now here tan theta is equal to, my dears, tan theta is equal to omega square x by g. So tan theta is nothing but it is a slope of the curve. Okay, slope of the curve we can write as an tangent. So dy by dx. So dy by dx is equal to how much? Omega square x by g. Got it? So now dy is equal to omega square x by g. So integrate on both sides. Okay, integrate on both sides. So it is on 0 to y, this is on 0 to, let it be considered, if you take as an L, R, whatever it may be. So if you take as an L we can be take here. So now y is equal to, now what will happen? Omega square by g integration of x dx 0 to L. Now y is equal to omega square x square by 2g. So here instead of x we can, what we can write? Y is equal to omega square L square by 2g. So if you apply the limits, got it? This is the final equation. Do you understand, everyone? So make a note of it, we can go further. Okay, we can take then one example. It is given, there is a container. Okay, in this container water is there, whose density is an rho. He asks that what is the minimum value of omega minimum. Okay, omega minimum. Otherwise first we can do one problem. Let me see. So once we are rotate this total liquid with the omega, angular velocity omega, then he says that find the volume of curve, find the volume of curve bed. See here, for example, now the final situation will come like this. Yes or no? Final situation comes like this. He said that what is the, he said that find out this value. Okay, find the volume of curved surface. Got it? Understand? So how can we find out? We can find out very easily. Understand? So here what we have to do, let's say let's go for from here to take a x distance and take a dx element, which height is, let it be considered y height. Understand? So what is this total area of this element? See, it is in 3D, you have to imagine. Okay, so what we are did, so we are taking the origin, from the origin we went for x distance, we are taking the dx element, so with the height is y, and this total area. Okay, otherwise this segment volume dv, so dv is equal to, see here, 2 pi x dx into y. Are you understand? So that means this total segment area is on 2 pi x dx. Yes or no? 2 pi x. So this is the 3D imagination. So this height is an y height. Yes or no? So it is an dx. This total, see, total segment. Are you getting my point? This element volume is an dv is equal to 2 pi x dx into y. So 2 pi x dx is an area into length. Total is an volume. Are you understand? So what is the y value, my dears? Y already we know that y is equal to, see here, y is equal to omega square x square by 2g. Simply we can put the value here. So dv is equal to 2 pi, y value is an omega square x square, okay, by 2g into x dx. Okay, integrate on both sides. Okay, here 0 to v, here 0 to, let it be this length is an r, 0 to r. Got it? Understand everyone? So now v is equal to how much, my dears? 2 pi omega square by 2g into x to the power of 4 by 4. Understand? So here what will going to get cancelled? Let it be 2 to get cancelled here. Okay, so x square by 4. So it is an r, right? So that is equal to, we can write as an v is equal to pi omega square by g into r to the power of 4 by 4. Now we can put it the r value. See here, we can write the terms of height h, total height h, in terms of total height h is equal to omega square r square by 2g. From here r square is equal to how much, my dears? h 2g by omega square. So we can put it the value of r square. Okay, see here, what is the value will come? V is equal to pi omega square by g into r square by 4 into r square. So now the r square value is h 2g by omega square. Okay, now what will happen? Omega square will get cancelled, 2 1 ja 2 2 ja 4 get cancelled, g get cancelled. Okay, so total value is v is equal to pi h r square by 2. So that means pi r square h we can write very easily, so that we can remember pi r square h by 2. So what is the conceptual understanding here, my dears? The conceptual understanding is very clear. So if you make the, see here, if you make the cylinder of this, see here, this liquid column, if you consider this total cylinder, okay, it is not empty place. If you consider this total is a cylinder, so how much value will be on rising up is nothing but half of this cylinder. See here, v is equal to pi r square h by 2. So that is the conceptual understanding what we have to understand. So if you assume this total is a cylinder, so the water is rising up, the volume of the water is rising up is nothing but the volume of the half of the volume of the total cylinder. Do you understand? So this is the conceptual understanding. So this is the standard equation, you have to remember, you have to be compulsory remember it. Okay, v is equal to pi r square h by 2. Understand? So make a note of it, we can continue the lesson, we can take one example problem, then we can solve the problem very easily. Okay, okay, we can take the example problem which is asked in the JEE Mains examination. Okay, what he asked, see there is a cylinder, have the liquid whose density is an rho and height is an h height. Okay, let it be h height, and the radius of this cylinder is an, let it consider is an r. R is given. So he says that what is the value of omega, that is minimum value of omega, what is the minimum value of omega such that we can see the bottom of the container. Okay, find omega, minimum of omega such that we can see the bottom of cylinder, bottom of a cylinder. That is the question. Okay, which is also in the JEE Mains. See my dears, what is the final situation will come? The final situation will come like this. So it is a bottom, we are going to be, so once we make a rotate this total liquid with the omega, okay, such that what he says that the bottom of the cylinder should be appears. Now the final situation is this. Yes or no? Yes or no? So we know that very well, my dears. So what is, for example, consider this total height is an h dash. So just now we solve the problem of the height of the liquid column. Yes or no? Volume of the height of the liquid column. What is that? See, pi r square h dash by 2. This value is equal to how much, my dears? Volume of the initial liquid of the cylinder. Yes or no? That is pi r square h. So now how much? H dash is equal to 2h. Yes or no? H dash is equal to 2h will come. Okay. So now here what is the h dash value? H dash is equal to omega square r square by 2g. Yes or no? 2g. Okay. So instead of h dash we can able to write 2h is equal to omega square r square by 2g. So from here the omega value we can be able to find out. How much value? So omega square is equal to 4hg by r square. So that means omega is equal to let it be 2.
2 by r.
So it is an 2 by r root of hg or gh. So this is the answer. This is the minimum omega. So that's such that we can able to see the bottom of the cylinder. Got it? Understand everyone? So can you please make a note of it? Okay, we can take the another example. Okay, make a note of it, my dears. So we can take the example problem. So this is also asked in the JEE Mains. He given this type of 3 limbs are there. Okay. Sorry. This is a so like this the container is there, 3 limbs. The length is, this length is L, and from here to here is also L. This also is an L, and this height is also L. Let it be considered up to here L length. This is also L. Okay. Now this height is also L length of height. So up to here there is a liquid. There is a liquid filled in the 3 limbs. Okay. Now what the question is asked, through this point make a rotate this total system with the omega. He says that what is the omega value, how much the omega value, such that the middle limb, in the middle limb there is no liquid. Okay. So the question is what is the omega value, how much omega minimum. Okay, how much omega is minimum such that no liquid in middle limb, in a middle limb. Okay. So he says that we have to rotate this total system with this angle of, with this axis of rotation, such that this total liquid in the middle limb should be an 0. Okay. So what is the final condition will come, my dears? So once we are make a rotate for this total L value will, the total L volume of the liquid will comes in the both the sides of the limb. Yes or no? So how much it is? This is an L by 2. Here also L by 2 of the liquid will rises because this length is an L. Are you getting my point? Yes or no? So total L by 2 will going to rise it up. So what is the pressure here? So the pressure we can write here P naught plus rho G L plus L by 3. How much? 3L by 2. So 3L by 2. Got it? This is the pressure at this point. So for example, if you take this, the lower surface, see here. Now we want to write the pressure differences between this point to this point. Yes or no? So now from x distance we can go for the x distance and we can take the dx element. Okay, because the pressure will changes from left to right. So that's what we are going to do is we are integrating the equation. So we are going for x distance and taking the element as an dx. In this dx, how much the mass will be there? dm is equal to rho, how much? Rho a into dx. Got it? Rho a dx. This much of mass will be there. Now the pressure difference. See here the force, here also. Once we are make it a rotate of this total system, the forces will going to be act in the two different points. Yes or no? So force will be on pressure into area. So that means dPa is equal to the other end. Okay. In the other end, what will happen? So rho a dx into omega square into x. Got it? Understand everyone? So we have to apply the limits on the both the sides. So 0 to, so that means P initial to P final. Here 0 to L length, 0 to L length. Okay. So now what will happen? Okay. So here is an P final minus P initial into A is equal to, see here, rho A omega square x square by 2, that means L square by 2. So A get cancelled. So P of minus P final minus P initial. So P final is an rho G 3L by 2 minus 0. That will come as an rho G 3L by 2 is equal to, how much remains here? Rho omega square L square by 2. 2 get cancelled. L square get cancelled. Rho get cancelled. So what is the remaining here? Omega is equal to, what will happen? Root of 3G by L. So this is the answer. Are you getting my point? Do you understand?
Sir.
Do you have any doubt? So far what we learnt it? Do you have any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, you can make it note of it. So hope you understand that. You are all understand very clearly. Okay, what type of, whatever it may be the type of questions we can able to solve the problem. First what we say is that, so oscillating liquids, in the oscillating liquids, vertical acceleration we did it, horizontal acceleration also we did it. Then we take the container and make it rotate it. So how much the value will increases, that also we saw that. If the container is in inclined plane, that also we make it able to solve the problems. Okay, then rotation also we made it, so many problems we did, so many equations we solved it. Hope you understand that. Okay, if you have any doubt you can ask me. Okay, make a note of it first. Okay students, so in this session we learned it many things. Okay, hope you understand very clearly about the conceptual understanding of physics. So once you understand the concept, then whatever type of questions they may ask, you can able to solve the problems very easily. Got it? So we can continue in the next session. Okay, in the next session we are going to be learned it about, okay, second part of the liquids. Okay, we are going to be learned it the second part. What is that? Fluid static is completed. Now we can go for the fluid dynamics. Okay, so next class we learned it about fluid dynamics.